Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up. Offense nicely.
On set. Banner.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. He's going to take a shot right away. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that, and now they got a fresh set of downs.
Break.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready, set. Ready. Canopy.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He spins that thing down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Charcoal.
Back to pass. Fires left. Working the big fella to the corner.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Hold on.
Leaves it with the batter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Military stump.
Quarterback making checks. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Brass. Ready up. Ready. Set.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Stand.
And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
Ready.
3rd down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker. It's Edwards. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Banner. Set. Go.
Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ball.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready
offense looks like they're about to bring the house.
42, Spider.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Pound 55 weeks. Gorilla. Go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the big fella.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Ready.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Moose.
Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Okay.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Tuna. Spider.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Ready, go.
To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a hit as he fires.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ready. Break.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short.
Set.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll send the back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Tulane right back to the line.
Lion. Set hot.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Extending the play. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Lasso.
Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal.
Black 24. Black 24.
Let's go. Get him, bro.
From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna take a shot at this DB. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
22. Water.
Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Trick 9 beat.
Might be changing the route. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bulls. Extra point here will tie the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short.
Acorn, Cobra.
Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Easy.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Trick 9 feet.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Finds a tight end. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Humphreys. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Set, ready.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Humphreys.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on third and goal. Here's a heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go, set. Okay, break.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Fourth down and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Bulls are marching down the field.
To the line.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. He caught it! Touchdown, USF! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch.
Bro, you're a cheese as fuck.
Lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Ringo. 29 Philly. 2 ready.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
and they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Let's. Go.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Okay.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
Lasso. Reset.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Ready.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Set, ready. Got it.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Abraham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. On the move, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. To the air. It's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Rides the back on the option, the give. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more first.
Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field.
Pilot. Cricket.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Green 25. Ready.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's McClure. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
On the ball.
Tulane right back to the line.
Pilot. Tuna.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And it's no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown, we're still sitting on a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Form.
He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
From the gun, give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The handoff to Johnson. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be